was very intrigued because his father was Jewish, and sure enough, the Lenox Hill, LIJ ambulance stops around the Chabad house, and he escorts me upstairs, and we find the sukkah on the balcony, and I show him the machzor and the asteroid. And you know what? I think he was inspired. So here I want to let you know, sometimes you think you're doing something that's, oh my God, it's so strange, they're going to think I'm so strange. You just might inspire them. Now, in the Hasidic community, we have a lot of restrictions. Some people will say, oh my God, you're so oppressed. But we're not oppressed. Everything that may seem to you like something that's really difficult has really a reason behind it. And when you grow up that way, you don't think there's something strange about it. So the handshaking thing when you're growing up in Bar Park is not a problem. But what happens once you enter the outside world and you start to work? So I spoke with the rabbi, and he explained to me that I was married and the whole thing, that it really was okay. It wasn't like a major transgression if I shook hands with a man, especially if you're going to embarrass him. So first I was thinking to myself, so it's going to be like a embarrass, yes, no, yes, shake hands. So it's not going to work. It's not going to work for me. I'm going to make a decision. I am Ruchi Freier. I am from Bar Park, and I don't shake hands with men. And if someone doesn't want to retain me as their attorney, well then so be it. It worked. It was fine. I didn't have a problem. My husband happens to be a mortgage broker, and I was doing real estate closings before I became a judge. And I had a commercial real estate finance closing. My husband was the broker. He's very Hasidic looking. My clients were Hasidim, very obviously religious. And we're sitting in the conference room, and in walks the Irish Catholic candidate. And Steve starts to shake everyone's hand. He comes to me, and I said, Steve, you know I can't do that. And he gives me a big hug. Sorry, I forgot. If it would have been a hole, I would have gone right under. Every time I have a handshake thing, I'll repeat that story, and it breaks the ice, and we're fine. Now, the other thing that's important to me is like, it's the way I dress. We have these rules, we call them modesty, we call them siyas, and some people look at, oh, that must be such a burden on you, right? You think of restrictions, burdens, but this is how we were raised. So, I remember when I was in law school, again, I never tried to blend in. I didn't mind standing out. The librarian tells me one day, you know, Rachel, you're the best dressed law student here. And then when I was the legal secretary of Ruchi Freier and Gallagher, one of the top 50 firms in the nation, I was working for real estate associates, and they knew who I was. They knew it. Now, do you know about dress down day? Okay. Whoever doesn't, I'll explain it. Fridays in the large corporate firms, in the summertime, they want to make the attorneys feel like they're not working so hard. So you don't have to come in suits and ties. You can come casually dressed. I don't think they let shorts and certain things, but within their rules, you just come dressed down. Now, I don't like dressing down. I like dressing up. But I figured I had to just come with things that were more casual. So I had a denim dress back then. And I knew that for my standards, my sleeves were borderline. But I'm going to work at Ruchi Freier and Gallagher. I know it's the big deal. And I wore it with my borderline sleeves. The associate who I was working for comes to my desk and says to me, Rachel, I see your forearms. I never forgot that. I don't think any teacher in Beis Yaakov who was, in charge of our dress code would have ever said something that impacted me like what David said to me. I came home and I promptly threw out that dress. Because his message to me was, I know what your values are, and I know for sure you don't want me to see your arms, so it must be a mistake. That was very powerful. Okay, so we all have challenges. Everyone that goes through life has challenges. We call them nisyonos. And we believe that whatever challenge God gives us, He also gave us the tools to overcome it. Somebody once told me, everyone is born with 2 suitcases. One with your challenges, and with the tools to deal with it. But the suitcase with challenges comes open, unlocked, and the tools are all locked. You have to work on unlocking that suitcase and find your tools to handle your challenges. My challenges came from within, ironically. When I was working outside my community, I didn't have a problem. When I was working in the religious firms, that's when I had a problem. That's when that black line of separation got blurred. that's when it was like, we're all comfortable and maybe sometimes a little too comfortable. So I remember I was working once in a law firm in Manhattan, and it was a great job because it was 4 days a week, convenient hours, great pay. I had 4 kids already, so where am I going? It's a great job. But in my heart, I kept hearing myself say, it's not right. It's not right. The atmosphere is not right. And I just didn't know what to do. I tried speaking to the boss. I talked to everyone like this. It got me nowhere. So that year, my husband decided to go to Israel for Lag BaOmer. Right? That's like for the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the Rashbi. And it's a real big deal in Israel. He decided he's going to go. And I said to my husband, Tzvi David, this year, I want to go with you. When you went last time, I didn't go. This year, I got to go. I have to disconnect myself from my work. I have to pray. I need a sign from God. Do I stay or do I go? So we went. Back in those years, there were no smartphones, cell phones, emails. When you went away, you left. And when you came home, you went to the answering machine, and you pressed the button, and you listened to your messages. So my husband comes home, he runs to the downstairs office, and says, Ruchi, you have a message. And it was, hi Rachel, it's Irene from the employment agency. Are you still looking for a part-time job? I have a great opening in the city for you. Wow. This is not a message. I'll never get a message from God again. So I figured I'm going to go to the interview and I won't get the job. It won't be for me, and that'll be my sign from God, stay in this job. Well, I went to the firm, and this particular large law firm had a policy that they had a relationship with a large law firm in Tel Aviv. And every year they would exchange lawyers. And it was a good rainmaker for them. So that year, Yael Bar Shai, whose father was Yaakov Naaman, who was then the Minister of Finance under Netanyahu, was being assigned to work at this law firm. So they were looking for somebody who could read Hebrew. I read Hebrew. I read the Siddur every day, right? I read Hebrew. Do you understand Hebrew? Yeah, I understand Hebrew. Well, guess what? I was hired on the spot.